Hello, welcome to Higher Ground Gaming. This is Eric. Today we're going to finally finish our tournament using Inside the Cup Golf from Pebble Beach. And it's going to be Phil Mickelson going first for his round 4. Currently the leader is at 13 under. Can't remember his name, but anyway, he's at 13 under. And Phil will be the first of our 3 golfers to go. Tiger Woods and Vijay Singh will also be finishing up their rounds today. And Phil Mickelson, his tee time is at 2 p.m., a little bit later in the day, as all 3 of our golfers made the cut and finished fairly well. So we're going to begin round 4. And if you haven't checked it out yet, ID Gesture is also doing some Inside the Cup Golf on his channel. And he's doing the pen and paper, or the pencil and paper, the want to call it a roll and write, but it's not a board game. He's doing the dice version of it, cards and dice version. So check out his channel if you want to check that out. I checked out a little bit of it yesterday. Very good presentation there. So check that out. And without further ado, let's start our round 4 from Phil Mickelson. Alrighty, so Phil will be teamed up with Bart Bryant. Phil comes in. Actually, I'm not sure what his score was coming in. Thought it would show it here. I forgot it did not. He might have showed it at the setup for the round, but I'm not sure. I don't think it did. But anyway, we'll see how he does, and then we'll compare his round to the... I know it's not 13 under. It's a little bit less than that. But we'll see if he can have a good round and get in the hunt there. So, alright, so hole 1 par 4. So Bart Bryant led it off, and he had a B mid fairway, so he's right over here. So Phil getting ready to tee it off. It's a hole 1 par 4, 381. So he will use his long iron here. And 116. So he fits in between the 11 and 17 here, and that 4 is going to be a little bit to the left, unfortunately. So he's going to be over here in the rough. So Bryant took his second after 2 shots. He is on the green facing a 48-foot putt for birdie. So Phil Mickelson with his second shot out of the rough. Imagine that's right about over here, maybe. So he has his long iron again, and he's going to need above a 10 in this die right here, and he wants a... I'm trying to remember if it's high or low for this one. I think it's a high number. High number he wants for the D20 white die. So he gets an 8, which is I'm below that, unfortunately. So yeah, he wanted a high, but that's only if he makes it. So he misses it here because he had below 10. So we have to go with the white D20 right here, and he's going to be off. He's going to be long in the rough over here. So not a great start for Phil. So he will shoot next off long here. And so he has his pitching wedge. So he needs a high number on this D20 here to get close to the hole. And he does not get that. So he is going to face a... Let's see here. Pitching wedge. He did get his D20 there. So he gets that. And yeah, so after the adjustment, he is going to be far away from the hole. So he'll be facing a 48-foot putt too. Bryant was able to get his par. So Phil will have to sink a 48-foot putt. So he's going to need above a 195. So 195 or above. So he has his putter, and he gets it. So Phil with an excellent putt sinks a 48-foot putt and saves par. Wow. So he really needed to, in fact, hold on here, he needed to get a 209 or above in order to do that. He needed a 195 just to get the two putt. But he gets the 209 and sinks it. So definitely Phil saves himself there and is able to get a 48-foot putt for par. All right, so on hole number 2 now, par 5, 502. So Bart Bryant is in the D mid fairway over here, so not very much distance on his shot. So Phil with his driver out now. And 16. So he's get some good distance on it. Unfortunately, again, he's going to be off to the left. So he's in the rough again, off to the left with some good distance. So hopefully he'll have a better second shot. So he's in the B left rough too. Oh, so he was, for some reason I thought it was D, so actually he was over here, and the guys are probably correcting me. When you're watching this, but anyway, he was over here too. For some reason I thought he was in the D, so apparently I need to get my glasses checked. Get a stronger prescription maybe. Alright, so second shot now. So it looks like Phil's a little bit further out, so he'll shoot first. Oh, actually, hold on. So he is going to be, it's going to be an auto choice here. Since neither one of these is highlighted. So he's going to go for the green. So Phil trying to make up for his last hole. Par, not getting this birdie. Shoot here, he needs a 13 and above. Oh, just misses it. Only gets a 12, so he is going to be off again. This time he's short, but in the fairway. So he gets aggressive and does not get it. Bryant, though, Bart Bryant ends up in the sand. ATGBR, which is going to be over here in the back, right here. That's where Bart is. Phil is in the off short over here. So it's a par 5, so still nothing to worry. It's only his third shot, so he's still set up for birdie. So he's got his pitching wedge up now. Needs a high roll in the D20. Not too bad, better than the last time anyway. So he gets his, makes it here. And not bad, pretty good. Can't complain about that. He's going to face a 13-foot putt for birdie, whereas Bryant is going to face a 6-foot putt for par. So Phil with the putter out now. Much easier shot. Alright, so hold on here. Let's see what he's going to get here. So 181. So he gets it. Actually, last time he needed a, he didn't need quite that high to get what he did. He needed a 195 last time, but he got to 209. So anyway, so he does get this because it's higher than this. Yeah, the only thing is if it's, yeah, that's right. Just want to make sure I'm doing this right. It's been a little while since I played. So as long as he gets a 152, then he would qualify for this. Yeah, so. And then he needed a 151 would qualify for that. So he's able to get it. Yeah, so that's what it was. Okay, so he is good here. So he gets his birdie to go 1 under for the day so far after 2 holes. Alright, so hole 3, par 4, 390. Phil to lead it off here. Alright. So Phil with the wood here. And not as much distance. Well, actually, he still is in the B range, so got a very wide B range here. And he is going to be in the middle, so right where he wants to be here. So he is actually, is he on the green? No, he's right here in the middle. Be in the mid fairway here. So Bryant is on the green in 2, facing a 10-foot putt for a birdie. So Phil in the B mid, he's got his short iron out. He's above 4 or above. 15 does that, but it's not going to be very close to the hole. It's going to be 29 feet away for his birdie, so definitely Bryant with a much easier shot here. So Phil is going to need a 193 and a 194 and above in order to sink his birdie. So let's see if he can have another spectacular shot. And he does! Wow! So Phil with his second great putt. Phil was known for his putting. Is known for his putting, I should say. Still around. And he's a lefty too, so. And that's why one of the reasons why we like him. He's a lefty. Along with Bubba Watson, who we didn't pick this time. Because he wasn't as good in 2006 as he was a little bit later. And again, I think there's only 3 seasons still out. 3 golf seasons out. 2006 and then 16 and 17, I want to say. I don't think 18 was out yet. Is out yet. But anyway, I'm sure there'll be more. And there's 3 seasons out for this. 3 golf courses out. Pebble Beach, Augusta, and I think TPC Sawgrass is the other one. So hopefully they'll be adding, Inside Sports Games will be adding some more seasons soon. Player seasons and golf seasons. So definitely check them out, Inside Sports Games, along with Inside Pitch, Inside the Cup Golf. So Inside Pitch Baseball, which we have at Kyle Yastrzemski's career replay going on. We have Inside the Crease Hockey, which we have a Bobby Orr career replay going. And again, those are in their rookie seasons, along with Larry Bird in his rookie season for the Boston Celtics using Inside the Paint basketball. So all fine games by Inside Sports Games. Check them out. Alright, so Phil here gets his birdie. So nice 29-foot putt for birdie. So Phil's putting game seems to be on early on in this 4th round, which he's going to need. So we're off to hole number 4. So Phil 2 under for the day. Ryan even. He got his par last time. So let's see here. Actually, I think he got a birdie last time. So that would, let's check it really quick here. No, he's gotten par every time so far, and Phil's got 2 birdies in a row now. You can hear the birdies in the background here. Alright, so Phil to lead it off again. Hole 4, par 4, 331. Got his long iron. And not as much distance on this one, and a little bit off to the right. And into the water. Oh, man. So not good there for Phil. Definitely not the hole he wanted to go off to the right on. Alright. So Phil, after the stroke penalty now. So he'll need some spectacular shooting here now. So Bryant is in the B mid fairway. Phil in the water over here. So Phil with his short iron out now. Oh man, not much on that one either. That 1 does not help him. And he's going to be approaching the green here. And he's going to be in the rough over here. So Phil with some difficulty on this hole. He'll have a chip shot now. So he needs to get at least a 113 and above. 114 and above. Yeah, 114 and above. In order to get that possibility of a one stroke. So, 1-stroke putt. So here he is with the chip shot. 139. 139 will fall in here. So he's going to 1-putt it. See what he's got here. Yeah, he does 1-putt it because that's greened up there. So you just can hit that. You can hit this too, but you don't have to. So it would have done it anyway, but that only allows you to hit this anyway when it's greened out like that. So Phil ends up bogeying this hole, and we'll give one back. So now 1 under for the day. And we're off to hole number 5, par 3, 188. Brian, who led off, parred last hole, and is facing an 8-foot putt for a birdie. Let's see if Phil can have a good shot here with his long iron. It's not when he gets to 6, so that will be approaching the green here. No water to worry about in this hole, thankfully. Alright, so Phil is going to be the grass. Over here. Actually, over here, sorry. So Phil with his long iron again. Does not get it here. Not a good shot here. 3 is going to be off. So Phil is off long into the trees. Not good here for Phil. Phil having after a good promising start, has hit some trouble in the last couple of holes with the water and the trees. Got his pitching wedge out. Needs a high roll on this white D20 here. He gets it. So that's good. So he needed that in order to save bogey. So he's got an 8-foot putt for par. For bogey. As Brian's got an 8-foot putt for birdie. So Phil with the putter out. Needs a 100 or above. Oh man, he doesn't get it. So his putting game, which had been good so far, fails him this time. And he will double bogey it. So we're off to hole 6. So Phil, a couple of bad holes in a row here. Ooh, there's water there. So he wants to stay away from that on the right. So Brian, see left in the sand over here. So Phil now at even par. Could have been worse if he hadn't had that spectacular putting on the second and third hole. So we'll take what we can get here. So Phil with the driver out. Ooh, not much distance on this one, being a little conservative here. But he does get in the middle, just barely. So he's in the middle of the fairway for once, so that's good. Maybe about right here, I would say. So, alright. So Brian decided to lay it up on his second shot. Lay up left. Right in the sand over here, left 1. I think that's right. Or left 1 through 5 right here, I think. Alright, so Phil with his club out here. Here we go. Oh, it's going to give me a choice here. So I have to... It's choosing to go for the green this time. Off screen there. Shows up on the other screen. So Phil with his wood out here. Again, he's going to need being a little aggressive here. Trying to make up for those last couple holes. Needs a 13 or above. Does not get it. Only a 6. And thankfully he's not off to the right though. So he's in here in the mid fairway. So not too bad. This is a par 5, so Phil being conservative here. And he's got a chip shot for his third shot. Bryant is facing a 19-foot putt for birdie. Phil with his do a chip shot here. Needs at least a 114 and above. Does not get it. Only a 71 here, but it's a one possibility that he will not one putt it. So let's see. So Phil needs a 152 and above, or else he'll 2-putt it. Oh, horrible. 50. So Phil's going to 2-putt it again, and he just gets a par here. Alright, so off to hole number 7. Oh, and lots of water around this one. It's a par 3, only 160 yards. I believe the shortest hole on the course here at Pebble Beach. And lots of water around this one, so you want to stay away from, you don't want to go long or to the right. So Phil, if anything, he's got to go a little bit to the left, so he's got to be careful on this one. So he's got a short iron out as Bryant faces a 23-foot putt for birdie. Oh, that's not good. Thankfully, though, he's approaching the green. He's not long. So this, if it would have been a 17 or above, he would have been in trouble, but I think he's going to be okay. Oh, he's not! So he's off to the right here. He must have just barely got over here, so he's in the water again. Ouch. So Phil... Oh, man, that's not good. So he needs a good shot here, though, to save par. His pitching wedge out. Needs a 20, basically, on the... here. And a 20, I think, on the black die, too. So let's see. Nope, 66. Gets it here, but this 2 is not going to help him here. Does get that. So it's going to be facing at least a bogey here. It's going to need a 24-foot putt for bogey. So let's see. He'll need a 191. So he needs another miracle shot here. Does not get it this time though, and he will double bogey, I believe, this hole. So Phil not finishing up the front 9 like he started, definitely. Got 2 more holes left on the front 9, so all is not lost yet. Thankfully, though, he's at not good, at +3 for the day. So Bryant now 1 under, and he's very conservative here. So Phil with his long iron. 14, and okay, he gets a good shot here. Nice B mid fairway, so it's good. Very well right here, maybe. Alright, so shot number 2, and Bryant is in the rough, ATGBR. He is over here in the rough, almost in the water, but not quite. So let's see what Phil can do here. 10, so he shoots it here well. I think this is going to be a good shot for him. He's on the green, so he'll have a birdie opportunity. He needs this birdie. So he's got his putter out. Needs a 152 and above. Man, does not get it. So he 2 putts it, and he gets a par. So Phil unable to get a stroke back here. And we're on the last hole of the front 9. Let's finish out the front 9 like he started. So Phil with a hole 9 hole 9 is a par 4, 466. And Bryant is in the C mid fairway here. Phil with his driver out. Oh, good shot here, I think. 17. Looked better than it was. Almost an A, but not quite. So B mid fairway, so almost to the right, but just barely is able to stick on the right here in the fairway, just shy of the rough. Alright, so Phil with his next shot. Got his mid iron out now, needs a 6 and above. He tries to get at least a birdie here. And very good shot here, though. I think that's acceptable. So Bryant is able to get a par, stay at 1 under. Phil can get a stroke back and go to 2 over if he can hold this one. 13-foot putt here. Needs a 152 and above. Oh man! So his putting, which was great initially, is failing him in the last few holes here. He only gets a 28 here, and he just get a par. So unable to get a shot back as he stays 3 over. So definitely a front 9 Phil wants to forget. Again, could have been worse if he didn't sink a couple of long putts on holes number 2 and 3, but not good though. So this is not going to help him. He needs to have a spectacular back 9 to have any shot at the leaders, or anywhere close to the leaders. So Phil with the driver, hole 10, par 4, 446. Lots of water on the right. Wants to stay away from that. Stay away from that anyway, and he'll be in the middle, so that's good. So right in the mid fairway here, so not a bad shot. And Bryant a little further ahead of him, so Phil will go first. here we go. Got a short iron out now. Needs a 4 and above on the black die. Gets it, but he's not going to be... He'll be on the green, but not too close to the hole. Yeah, he's facing a long putt. So a 60-foot putt. So he did he's done a 48 today. Let's see if he can do a 60 here. He'll need a 195 and above. So if he can get a 20 on this, or 196 on this, anything above 196 or above. Here he goes. And Bryant is going to face a 20-foot putt. Much easier for Bryant. 20-foot putt for birdie. So nope, unable to land it here. Instead, he'll just have to settle for a par. So we're off to the 11th. Bryant did not get his birdie either. So he sticks at 1 under. So Phil at 3 over. 11 is a par 4, 380. Just drive her out. Thankfully no water around this hole. So now he shoots a shot of his tournament here. Well, it's going to be off to the left, but nice, gets a 20 on that, so gets a lot of distance on this, just a little off to the left. But he stays in the fairway, so that's good. Off to the left, way up here in the fairway somewhere. And he was in the D, was Bryant, so now Bryant is facing a 22-foot putt for birdie. So Phil with a short iron out. Not too bad of a shot here. So Phil needs this birdie. 12-foot putt for birdie as Bryant gets a par. Phil needs a 152 and above. And this time gets it, no doubter. So Phil finally back on the birdie path, which I think he hasn't touched since the 3rd hole, I don't think. Double check that. Yeah, Phil has not had a birdie since the 3rd hole, when he had back-to-back birdies on the 2nd and 3rd. Okay, so here we go. So Phil with the long iron, this par 3, hole 12, par 3, 202. Almost double the length of the shortest par 3, which is, I believe, 106. So Phil with the long iron out, teeing off to winning the hole. And, oh, not a great shot here. They just stay. So he's going to be approaching the green. And he'll be in the sand. So Phil with his first sand shot, I believe, today. So he's got his sand wedge here. As Bryant is facing a long putt for par, a 57-foot putt. And Phil needs above needs a 145 or above to possibly one putt it. Ooh, not do well here. He's going to 2-putt it. Almost failed it there. Got a 37, 21 and above below would have been a fail. All right. So Phil, we'll do this, but it doesn't matter because of that. But I'll try this, but it's not going to let me. Must click 2-putt. So Phil will 2-putt it and get a bogey. So Bryant also bogeys it. So definitely not what Phil wanted today. So hole 13, par 4, 399. Still though, 6 holes left, so can have her still get under par for the day if he can finish strong. Has his wood out here. He's gonna be off to the right. Thankfully no water around here. He'll be in the rough. Bryant, after 2 shots, is facing a 14-foot putt for birdie. So Mickelson with his mid-iron here needs a 6 and above. Gets it. Ooh, nice shot here, though. Or his better shot, save shots here. And very good shot. So he'll be facing a 10-foot putt for birdie. So highly makeable here. Just needs 100 or above. Oh, man. Only a 14, so Phil will two-putt it and get it. He'll have to settle for a par. So, missed opportunity there for Phil. So we head to the 14th. So Bryant now at even for the day through 13. Phil will drive it. Ooh, definitely his poorest drive of the day. Does stay in the middle, so being conservative here. And Bart Bryant is laid up in the mid here. Mid one, I think that's, I want to say it's right here. Okay, so Phil needs a 14 or above here. I mean a 10 or above. It is a long iron. Oh man. Not good. So Phil is in the D mid fairway. Wow, Phil's still. Wait a second, hold on. No, Phil is laid. Oh, he laid up. Okay, good. Laid up in the left. Right here. Right here. So shot number 3 here. Phil being very conservative on this. He's a 6 and above. Just barely gets it. So he'll have a long birdie putt, but a birdie putt nonetheless. So 30-foot putt for birdie. Bryant with a 20-foot putt for birdie. So Phil needs a 194 and above. And whiffs on this one. And he's got to settle for a par. Off to the 15th. Alright, so Phil with the driver out. Ooh, he's going to be off to the right here. Thankfully, no water, though. So he'll be in the rough, though. We're over here. And Bryant is going to be facing a 34-foot putt for birdie. So he's in the rough. Got his mid-iron out now. Needs a 6 and above. He gets a great shot there, but he's going to be a ways away from the hole. So 39-foot putt for birdie, and Bryant a 34-foot putt. So Phil will shoot first, putt first. 196 or above. Nope. Oh, course stroke adjustment. So, oh, that's not good. I think they added an extra stroke there because of the course. Yep. So red here. So definitely not good for Phil as he bogeys it. So definitely a day to forget for Phil. Overall, as he's now 4 over. And Bryant now +1, so Bryant hasn't had a great day either. So Phil with a long iron out in this whole 16 par 4 403. Not a bad shot here, though. Good shot. Be mid fairway. And Bryant with a 27-foot putt for birdie. So over here. A short iron, needs a 4 and above. And it's going to be a long putt for birdie here. Phil with a 54-foot for birdie. So Phil is probably going to be conservative here. And he is, so he 2-putts it and gets his par. 2 more holes left. And the nightmare will be over for Phil. After a promising 3 rounds, his 4th round here is definitely one to forget. Okay, mid-iron, hole 17, another par 3, 178. Wants to stay away from the left here. Does that. He's being very conservative here. He's mid-iron. He's going to go in the sand. So Bryant with a 20-foot putt for birdie. Phil with his 2nd sand shot, I believe, of the day. At least the 2nd sand shot around the green. So chip shot here with the sand wedge. 28, and that is going to be a possibility that he might not one-putt it. But I think he will, because he needs a 16 or above. 51 does that. So he's able to get his par. So last hole. Hopefully we can go out here with a birdie. Definitely needs to stay away from the left here. There's nothing but blue, nothing but water. On this hole 8 finishing hole at Pebble Beach. Hole 18 par 5, 543. And that 17 hole was the famous... Actually, I'm thinking of TPC Sawgrass with the one in the water there. But anyway, 18th hole, he's got his wood out. 13, and good shot here, very good shot. Fortunately, he's going to be off to the right in the rough. So seed mid fairway for Bryant. So with the long iron, needs a 10 and above. Does not get it. Maybe it lays up over here in the rough. And Bryant with a eagle opportunity at 51 feet. Phil with his third shot here. Needs a 4 and above. Very good shot here, though. So finish this last hole hopefully strong and get a birdie. Finish up with a birdie anyway. Definitely a forgettable day for Phil, though. And Bryant is able to get a... Don't know why they said... Oh, it was overall score. For Bryant, able to get a eagle on the last hole. Phil with a birdie opportunity here. And easily sinks this one, no doubter here. So let's take a look at the final score as, yes, Bart Bryant eagles the last hole here. So both golfers finishing at least the last hole strong, but definitely a forgettable day. So I think that will... Yeah, as Bryant finishes par for the day, and Phil is 4 over par for the day. So, ouch. Phil definitely wants to forget this day, as his front 9 score was 39. After a promising start with a par and 2 birdies, he needed a couple of great shots to get those birdies. At least the first birdie he needed a great shot for, and the first one just to save par on the first hole there. But then disaster struck on holes number 4 in the water, and 5 in the woods, and then 7 was bad. I think that was another water. So I'm filling the water twice today. The back 9, a couple of bogeys there, but a couple of birdies, so those kind of offset him there a little bit. So he finishes par for the back 9. So definitely a forgettable day for Phil. So let's save it and take a look at our leaders. Should at least show you that. So we'll bring those over. So round 4, so far the low of round 4 so far is J.J. Henry, and which vaulted him to the lead with a 63, 8 under there. So he's the man to beat right now, 13 under. So let's take it. Phil, he finishes. So we'll finish here at 3 under for the tournament, so 10 shots off the current leader. So, but we still have 2 more golfers. We still have Vijay Singh and Tiger Woods. I think Vijay has the... Yeah, Vijay was 17 under after round 3, so Vijay is the man we have. So currently, right now, if he even gets par for the day, he'll win. But Vijay hoping to have a better day than that. So let's take a look and see where Tiger sits right here. So Tiger will be the next golfer up. Currently, Tiger sits at 15 under, so Tiger with a chance too. Yeah, so Phil coming into this was finishes 3 under, he finishes 4 over, so he was 7. Yeah, 7. Phil was 7 under to start and finishes at 3 under. So Tiger next will be up next, and hopefully he'll have a much better day than Phil. And then Vijay Singh, so hopefully one of our 2 golfers there can finish maybe 1-2. Or maybe even have a playoff. We'll see. So join us next as Tiger Woods goes up for his round 4 at the Pebble Beach tournament. So take care, God bless, and thank you for joining me. Bye-bye now.